What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here at New York Toy Fair 2018 at the Diamond Select booth with Mr. Zach Oat. How are you doing today, Zach?
I'm doing good. It's great to see you, man.
Yeah, great to see you too. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good toy fair.
Yep. Busy. A lot of press coming through, but I've been looking forward to this. So I had a bright spot ahead of me. Once you're gone, it's going to be like, oh man, what do I do now?
Oh, this is a highlight. This is the best part. Oh, right on. Oh, but we got some great figures to talk about over here, starting with the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff that you have on display, right?
Yes, we've got Series 5 and 6. We're showing off for the first time. We're doing a buildable diorama across the select figures, the comic shop figures, where you can get like the table that they build all their gifts on, the horrible gifts. I think it also doubles as like the sleigh launching pad. Maybe we'll do a sleigh down the road. No plans currently, but it's been doing well at Toys R Us and Walgreens and comic shops. So yeah, Series 5 and 6 this year, and hopefully 7 and 8 next year.
Awesome, great.
Down here you can see our silver anniversary action figures. This is a new line. They're about 10-inch scale, and they are fully articulated action figures. A little bigger scale than Select, smaller than our 16-inch dolls. About $50 each. They're going to come with these big accessories: the pot, the oven, the podium, the telescope. So this will be our special line for the 25th anniversary.
And then over here on this side, we have some awesome looking pieces.
Yep, these are our Premier Collection statues. They're about $150 each. There's a 3-piece set right here: Deadpool, Cable, Domino. They all display great on their own, but if you put them all together, they form like one connecting diorama. Lady Deadpool is a new one we're showing off here for the first time. Elektra, and we've shown before. She's available for pre-order now. We're going to do a Magneto with Interchangeable Head. And up here you can see our gallery pieces for Black Panther. The Pvcs. These are the $45 gallery Pvcs. So they're made out of plastic. I think this one is a production sample. You can see plastic, cast plastic, statue, resin statue detail quality. They're really good looking pieces for an affordable price, and they aren't going to break on you as easily as a resin piece.
Yeah. Okay, so.
We've shown a lot of the ones up top here. We do movie, we do comic, we do TV show for the Marvel, but we've got a lot of new comic ones here. Dazzler, I couldn't believe we got to. Deadpool, a lot of different characters, and these are, again, the gallery PVCs are a $45 price point. So you're looking at a really affordable way to collect a lot of really nice Marvel statues. And they're great sculpts, and they're great designs. A lot of great different sculptors work on the series, and hopefully people seem to like them. We've been doing this for a couple of years now.
It's a pretty intense Squirrel Girl. I'm really liking that.
Yeah, she's leaping into action there. We're doing a new Deadpool because first Deadpool did so well. We did a bunch of different variations, and yeah, I mean, just this Thanos here is going to be a GameStop exclusive, and that's just a killer piece.
So who would win in a fight, Squirrel Girl or Thanos? That's kind of like the side by
yeah,
side.
we wanted to pair them up and have them facing off with each other, but I think pretty much everybody here loses to Squirrel Girl. I mean, she's got 3 squirrels just on her statue alone, and she's got 100 more waiting. So.
Okay. She's winning by numbers over here. Oh, we have Black Cat.
Black Cat's good looking. Nice. Black Cat, good looking. I like the Wolverine. Some people are on the fence about it. I like it a lot. And of course, these Carnage and Venom are out of control. Really nice looking pieces.
Venom.
A lot of symbiote going everywhere. I like that unmasked, partially unmasked Eddie Brock look. It's very cool.
Did you see the Venom teaser trailer?
Yes, I did. Very interesting. I'm very curious to see more, but they have my interest piqued. If you will, so.
Yeah, whole lot of not Venom in that.
Hey, it's Tom Hardy. I watch Tom Hardy do anything, so he's very intense and awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how Bane will become Venom. It should be very interesting.
Yeah. I think he'll keep the accent. Well, we know he doesn't. So
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I want to eat your brain.
Then we have X-23 over here, or Wolverine, I should say.
This is a production piece. This is what she's going to look like in the box. I think she came out pretty great.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And then, she's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this particular piece. I think this silk is production too. Let me check on that. Silk. Yeah, that's actually a production piece. Wow. Plastic. She came out real nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're thinking about doing an unmasked head for variant head for her. That would be pretty cool to do a variation.
Where she has the webbing suit.
Just a full webbing outfit.
Yeah,
that would be nice. That'd be nice.
I'm the only fan of that, apparently.
Oh no, I think it was. I thought it was really cool when she first appeared, and it's a nice look. And for Rogue, we had to go with the Savage Land.
Yeah,
of course, absolutely.
That Rogue Savage Land. Woo. I remember that Jim Lee calendar back in the day. That's what it reminds me.
Remember the swimsuit issues?
Yeah. Yeah,
fantastic.
Would that hold up in 2018? No.
I think there were even cigars in that issue, so it'd be double bad. Like, no, cigars and bikinis? No, I'm sorry.
Too hardcore.
No, it's not gonna
Too
work.
hardcore for 2018, for sure.
Yeah, Punisher. This is our second Netflix Punisher, more based on the Defenders series. Yeah, here's the first one.
Yeah.
See right here. This is him on a rooftop. We did a bunch of the Defenders and Netflix characters on rooftops, kind of a consistent series, but we're going to do a lot of combat ones as well. GameStop is going to, there's going to be an Iron Fisted comic shops. It's going to be sort of an in-battle one. GameStop's going to have an exclusive Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Power Man, Luke Cage that are like charging in action, throwing punches and stuff like that. And I think this Punisher is going to kind of fit in with that as well.
Nice.
So hopefully people dig them.
Yeah, it's looking great so far. Then we have Selects, right?
Yes.
Marvel Selects.
Marvel Select, I know you like the Select. Thor Ragnarok's been a long time coming. He's going to hit next month, actually. We'll be able to get it next month. That's actually a production sample right there. Black Panther's still prototype, so I think we're looking at April, May for that. Beast, you got a 90s Beast right there. You showed it off on your channel first. And he's going to come with, he's got some pretty good articulation once we get to the factory stage. Right now it's just a pinned resin prototype, so you're not getting as much ball joint, hinge stuff as you would. But it's going to be we put that stuff in at the factory. Gene does a great job with the sculpts, but he just does the sculpting, and we add in a lot of the articulation later on. I mean, he can do hinges and pins, but for the more elaborate stuff, we do that at the factory. And it's going to come with another X-Men Danger Room diorama.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So I think that's like 5 or 6 pieces so far. So it's a pretty big one.
Yeah, there's the Gambit.
Storm had the flame and the saws, and Colossus had the spiked panel, and Gambit and Cyclops I think just had basic pieces. So yeah, we've done. I think we've done 5 or 6 so far. Yeah.
Excellent. Then you have a ton of mini-mates coming out over here.
Yeah, it's been it was our 15th anniversary. Actually, this year is our 15th anniversary for the Marvel series. Mini-mates started in 2002, but the Marvel series started in 2003. So 15th anniversary series is series 75. We started doing Build-A-Figures in this series. So you buy all 4 sets. They're all kind of Defenders themed: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. That's more of a TV thing. But you can build Quake. They'll each come with some parts to build Quake. Daisy Johnson. Next series 76 is going to be all Maximum Carnage, if you remember that crossover from the 90s.
That was when I got back into comic books when I was 21 years old. That was the book. That was the thing I went to go read. And after reading that, I was like, I'm going to go to the comic book store.
I was a big Amazing Spider-Man guy until and my brother did Spectaculars. I read all his Spectaculars, but until right before this. So I actually never even read this in the Bagley era. I never really got into the Bagley stuff. So it was a lot of good stuff I never read. I'm gonna have to check it out from the library and check it out because I'm very curious to read it, and I have to write some bios for these guys on the back of the packaging. I gotta know what's going on. But we haven't done Cloak-and-Dagger in a long time. It's our first Demo Goblin and Doppelganger, and if you collect all 4 sets, you can build Shriek. So,
I love Shriek.
You know who Shriek is?
Yeah.
Not everybody does.
Yeah, the lover of Cletus Cassidy, who I always thought was pretty
Carnage's
evil.
girlfriend.
Yeah, Carnage's girlfriend. Yeah, it's a pretty good read. You'll enjoy it.
Some more Star Trek stuff. We do have more action figures in the works, select action figures. They should be very cool once we get them underway. A couple are getting close to approval. One's just got approved, and one we're just working on some actually engineering stuff. There's some multiple interchangeable parts we want to get going with it. But it will also be articulated. Both of them will be articulated. I know some of the past selects haven't been as articulated, more diorama style, but we're going to do articulation. Yeah. And we're going to bring back a couple of ships that were out of stock, the TOS Enterprise and the Enterprise A from the movies. But we also have at least two new ships in development. The Reliant has been delayed a couple of times, and I apologize to fans for that. But the ship after that is actually really close to production. It's at the factory, so we are going to. We're waiting on some information on that, and then we're hopefully able to offer that to fans. I'm hoping to have some stuff to show at C2E2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that, you guys. You Trekkies, pay attention. And then over here on this side, we have some Kingdom Hearts goodness going on.
Oh, I can't show you the Pete gallery that we're doing up here, but the select action figures are doing very well. We did We do these, the bigger select packaging like Marvel Select with multiple figures. So we got Roxas with some other characters and Pete, and Goofy, Donald. This is going to be exclusively at comic shops. This Aqua set with Birth by Sleep Goofy. But we do them as 2-packs at other places like Toys R Us, GameStop, Target, and I think soon Best Buy. We'll be carrying these 2-packs. We also do single packs at Walgreens, and they recently had a Series 1.5 with some exclusive white costume Masterform Sora and stuff like that. But they'll have an exclusive Timeless Sora, which is like the black and white, like Steamboat Willie World, the old-fashioned Disney World. We're also doing Mini-Mates. Series 1 and 2 we've shown. We're going to do a deluxe light cycle with Tron. I'm very excited about this. I love Tron.
Yeah.
And, we're going to do more Space Paranoids Tron characters. We actually have Tron in Series 1. And so those will be exclusively at comic shops, the Tron ones, and then at Toys R Us you'll get more Timeless, the black and white guys.
Gotcha.
We're still doing the Mini-Mates. We've shown a lot of these.
Mini-Mates.
Yeah, the vinyl figures. And we're also doing these gallery PVCs. You can show these up here. Sora and Goofy are going to be exclusively at GameStop to start, and then they're going to go to comic shops and specialty stores. And we're going to do the same for our other new license, Sonic. We're going to do
That's awesome.
Galleries for that, gallery PVCs, and then we're going to do some Mini-Mates, and we're also going to do some mini figures. So like around the size of Mini-Mates, but fully sculpted, and they're going to come with collect and connect racetracks, so you can set up the Sonic guys to race around on the maps from the world. So that should be pretty cool. I'm excited to see that. Obviously for Mini-Mates, we're also continue our DC line. We've done some comic characters, some TV characters. We did some Justice League stuff, and we're doing video games. Injustice, Arkham Asylum just hit stores, and the comic ones we're still doing new series. And we're going to do more Teen Titans Go for Toys R Us. We've been doing our DC animated PVCs and resin busts. We're wrapping that up. We've done a lot of the main characters. But we're launching a new line of PVC gallery figures, which is all DC Comics based. We debuted like 12 pieces here at the show. The first one's going to be this Harley Quinn right here. And GameStop's going to have an exclusive on Joker for a little while before we offer him to comic shops. But the rest of these are going to be rolling out every month, in previews, so pre-orders. And this is like a year's worth of releases. So they'll start coming out like late summer. And so we got Green Lantern, Batman, Flash. We got everybody. Some of the lady pieces are real nice.
Love those poses.
Harley. The Supergirl over here is really great.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another Harley we're doing that's based on Joseph Michael Linsner's artwork, which is very, very cool. We're also going to do more. We've still got the galleries coming out for Justice League and for the CW TV shows. And we're going to do more busts for the Batman 1966 classic TV series of Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson and Alfred.
Awesome.
You want to go check out some Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Now, I think I sent you some of these. You're going to do a review on these pretty soon.
Yep.
I'm very excited to see what you think of them. Series 1 is going to be coming out real soon. We're going to do more deluxe ones for the comic shops. I think that's what I got you.
Yep.
And we're going to do more basic ones for Toys R Us with fewer accessories or no accessories. Just a basic robot, pretty much. Maybe a couple weapon hands here and there.
Yeah, it's still got some weapons.
But yeah, the Gypsy Avenger I sent you has like 7 things, and the one at Toys R Us have like 2 things. And then Series 2, so that's Gypsy Avenger, Saber Athena, and Bracer Phoenix, in case you're keeping track. Series 2, you've got Titan Redeemer, you've got Guardian Bravo, and you've got Obsidian Fury. I love these names, they're fantastic.
Yeah, right?
And over here we've got November Ajax, and we've got, oh gosh, I'm forgetting his other name, Valor Omega, and we've got a drone. Now these drones, I think, are some of the bad guys from the film.
Oh my goodness!
I think there's a lot of these guys in the movie. I think I remember seeing a room full of
wow.
armors. I don't know much about the movie, but he looks like he's got a little bit of kaiju in him as well.
That's what. Oh, so it's like a kaiju mech.
Like a hybrid. He looks like he's a hybrid. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, but that's what it looks like. So I'm very excited to see how this all plays out. Why there's evil Jaegers, why there's hybrids. The first one was very cool, but it was pretty straightforward. The monsters come out, you beat them up, you try to blow up the portal so they don't come out anymore.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what's going on in this movie. There's like a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on. And of course we're gonna do kaiju. We got a vinyl kaiju down here. It's gonna be a little more expensive. These are gonna be like 18 at Toys R Us, 25 at comic shops. He's gonna be 45. He's vinyl. He's got like 8 points of articulation. Not super articulated, but he's gonna have enough to mess with these guys. And I think it's gonna be like a window box, not like a select packaging. We're also gonna do some super cute little chibis. Like super deformed Japanese style. We've never really done anything in that style before. We might do blind box. We're looking to see what works out. Now I'm not sure where they're going to be available just yet.
Those are pretty detailed too for how small they are.
Yeah, you know what? The guys who developed our action figures, Big Shot Toy Works, I believe they also did the Kaiju. They also did the Chibis. So the people who put all the detail into this stuff did these, And now that everything's sculpted digitally, you could probably just say make the head, make the legs half the size, and keep the head the same size, and then you got a Chibi pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, they just keep the same head sculpt on a little body.
Ghostbusters, we're going to be doing Ghostbusters 2. Now that we finished the Ghostbusters 1 series with that buildable rooftop diorama.
Yeah.
So Ghostbusters 2, Series 6 is going to be coming out this week, with the first 3 pieces of the Firehouse diorama. And then, and that's got Vigo the Carpathian, Louis Tully dressed up like a Ghostbuster, Ray in his gray outfit. We're going to keep doing the gray outfits. Series 7 is Egon. And then you got Slime Blower Winston, and you got Janos Poha. He's going to be exclusively at comic shops, by the way. He won't be at Toys R Us. We'll do the basic figures of everybody else at Toys R Us, but he won't be there. He's going to be replaced with like a translucent terror dog. Janos and Oscar, the baby, and that lenticular Vigo painting. He disappears when you tilt it. It's pretty cool. They're going to be exclusively at comic shops.
And the baby is articulated too. That's
yeah, he's got some arm articulation there. The head too. Yeah, not super posable baby, but you don't have to have him fighting any ghosts or anything like that. And you got Slime Blower Ray. He'll have the head, but he'll also have a possessed head. Winston in gray, Peter in gray. That's Series 8. Then Series 9 and 10, we move on to real Ghostbusters. So you need to buy all 5 series to build the rooftop, to build the firehouse doors. But the great part is that the sign is interchangeable, so you could do Ghostbusters 1/Real Ghostbusters logo, and you can do Ghostbusters 2 logo with the big finger sticking out. And also these letters come off so that you can switch out from Ghostbusters 1 to Ghostbusters 2. That detail was different in the 2 movies. And the real Ghostbusters are, they use some parts from our, realistic movie figures, but the heads are all resculpted. The gear is all resculpted, brand new gear. The belts, some of the boots, because all the boots are tucked in a certain way. Slimer's got new heads. He's got, the 3 different cartoon expressions, and he also comes with a bus driver hat for the first Slimer we made. And this is a fully articulated Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We've never done this before. We've only done the vinyl banks. But he's going to have multiple points of articulation, and he's going to come in that select packaging. He's going to come with a piece of the firehouse. So I'm very excited. I think fans are very excited about the real Ghostbusters stuff. I'm very excited. Hopefully the Ghostbusters fans who are like really hardcore real Ghostbusters fans realize what we're trying to do. And some people were expecting us to reissue old Kenner stuff. That's not. We were never going to do that. We wanted to work with not only the firehouse, not only the rooftop. We wanted to work with the other ghosts. We wanted to be able to interact with Vigo, battling Vigo. That's Master of Evil, and then the librarian ghost, the other ghost, the taxi driver, Gozer the Gozerian. So yeah, we want to be able to battle those guys. So last but not least, there's a couple things we can't show you. We're going to be doing action figures for John Wick. The John Wick movies. We're going to do select action figures. We're going to do gallery PVCs, Vinimates, and Minimates. A lot of stuff for John Wick. We're doing the first 2 movies. We're talking about doing the 3rd movie. That's not due out till 2019. We got some time, but I think we're hoping to have some product out this year for the first 2 movies. And we're also going to do stuff from The Predator, the new Shane Black Predator movie. So we'll do Minimates for that. No action figures, but Minimates. I think some banks. And we are doing a big cookie jar of a classic Predator to go with our Alien cookie jar.
Wow.
So a lot of stuff going on, Some more Marvel movie stuff I can't talk about. Some more DC movie stuff I can't talk about, but we are going to be continuing. Everything you've seen for Marvel movies in the past and DC movies recently, you're going to see that continue. So.
Wow, great stuff, man. Yeah, I'm excited for everything that's coming out.
Here, yeah. Sorry, I've been talking so much.
No, it's impressive to remember everything, man. It's a lot of.
I'm a fan of all of it. I was a fan before I started working here.
Oh yeah. We all know. You guys remember the Toy Fair magazine, the Toy Fair comic strips and everything?
Yeah,
Did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, that was my head on the bodies, and I actually shot Twisted Toy Fair Theater for a while. I photographed that, and some of the big shots in the back were just one-off panels of people saying goofy things, and it was a lot of fun. I was there for like 8 years.
Those are the X puns with Wolverine. It always made me laugh. I never got sick of those.
This is extra offensive. All the Twisted Mego Theater characters were so funny. I was so happy we were able to do Marvel Megos for a few years. So now I've got Amigo Spider-Man, Amigo Thor, and we're not doing any more of those. It was a tough price point to sell. It was like $80. We had to do it at a higher price point because it's a new license and they have a master toy licensing from Marvel. So that was the price point we were doing. So we tried to make them worth $80, but still, just even if they were worth it, it's just a tough price for people to collect at.
For all the stuff that's coming out, I'm very excited to see it. I want to thank you again for your time, Zach.
Dude, anytime, man. Anytime. I love the show.
Thank you so much. And you'll see more from New York Toy Fair 2018. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.